And welcome in, everybody. It's so great to see you tonight on this Tuesday night. It has been so soggy, Northeast Texas, y'all. We have gotten finally a lot of the rain that we needed. It's been really dry, and so we're really happy to get a lot of rain. And we've had a lot of blustery days. I hope you guys have gotten some too. I know Florida has needed some. How is everybody tonight? We're really excited to be here. And William took a little different trip to Orlando recently with his family, Jillian and the boys, because now Jillian went to Disney. She still has her annual pass, but William and the boys did more Universal. So can I get a sound check? Um, one of my moderators, one of my moderators get a sound check, guys. Anyway, they took a trip to Orlando. We're gonna talk about Universal Studios, and they did several days there. They did not do Epic Universe. Their ticket did not include Epic Universe, but we're going to talk about the food, rides. We really thank you, Keith. Appreciate that so much. Going to talk about all of that with some tips and tricks in case you're planning a trip or you're looking ahead, maybe thinking about a trip. Maybe this will help some. Share some pictures with you, give you an idea what's there. A lot of us are familiar with Universal, but some people are not, and it changes. It's just like Disney; it changes all the time. And so, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And then next week on Hitchhiker Chat, we're going to talk about William's first cruise on the Disney Wish. His first Disney cruise on the Wish. It was not his first cruise because he'd been on a couple cruises, has been on a couple cruises, but this is first Disney cruise. Jillian's second, and so they had a blast. We're gonna talk about that next week, and probably have some good tips and tricks for all of that. Now cruising is kind of a different animal, so that's one you really need to do some research if you're planning on doing that. But we'll get into that. William should be in shortly. Mandy, yes, the one. Welcome in, dear. The Universal in California is different. It is. It's a little bit different. Keith, welcome in. Welcome. Tomorrow. Absolutely. We are so excited, Keith, for you. Your birthday is tomorrow. And let's go ahead. And do our traditional celebration here with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway train whistle. Let's go ahead and wish you a happy birthday, Keith. We're so excited for you. Birthdays are special. So, and I know you're looking forward to, the Disney trips that you have planned and good stuff going on. So, Keith, y'all can join, or you can join Keith tomorrow on his channel, BDF, which is short for Big Disney Fan, in celebration of his 64th birthday. I'm going to pop in. And I know Keith will have some well wishers and some people there to wish him a happy birthday. So I hope it's very special, Keith. Loud noise warning: 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy birthday, Keith. Happy birthday tomorrow. Look forward to being with you. So Dean, the turkey legster, good evening. Foolish mortals, welcome in. It's so good to see everybody in the chat already. Tina, hey, welcome in. Tina, it's always good to see everybody. Say hello to Chuck for me tonight. William should be in here shortly. So thanks so much for being in the chat, guys. Let's see if I've missed anybody. Let's see. Y'all have already started a big conversation. So I'm already really, really far behind. Let's see. Yes, absolutely, Dean. Absolutely. We got that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be a treat. Keith's going to play Happy Birthday on his harmonica tomorrow. So that's, oh, hey, Sheree. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. And hello to Susan and Joy, my sisters. It's good to see you, Sheree. How are y'all doing? How's James? Everybody doing okay? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. We really appreciate it, Sheree. Um, as I said, we're going to talk a little bit about Williams. When he comes in, he's going to tell us about his trip, share some pictures with us, new food offerings, different things in the chat. And Sheree, tell us what. If you want, you don't have to tell us if you could use some prayers. We'd be more than happy to keep you in our prayers. You don't have to be specific if you don't want, but we would love to do that for you. Keith, oh, super. 11 at a time. Keith can have up to 11 guests tomorrow for his birthday stream. Cherie, I will definitely. Okay, if I share that in Ghost Host chat that you need prayers, Cherie, sure will. I sure will, dear. Absolutely. Do this day in Disney history. 30-year-old Donald Duck makes his very first film appearance in the Walt Disney animation The Wise Little Hen, which is a silly symphony short. His appearance in this cartoon, as created by animator Dick Lundy, is similar to his modern look, except his features are more elongated and his body is a little plumper and his feet are bigger. So, and of course the amazing Clarence Nash as his voice there in 1934. 1963, jumping ahead several years, actor Johnny Depp, the star of Disney's live-action Pirates of the Caribbean series of films, and the reason the rum is always gone, is born in Owensboro. He starred as, of course, Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series of films, and he was in the 2010 Alice in Wonderland as the Mad Hatter, which was an amazing role for him. He's had he's a really talented and versatile actor, but he was born in Owensboro, Kentucky. Guys, let's see. He was also in The Big Bad Wolf in 2014, Into the Woods, and that movie was a huge disappointment to me. It had a great all-star cast, but it was just kind of a disappointment to me. The Lone Ranger, which was not was not Johnny Depp's best effort. He was also in Finding Neverland, though. That was fantastic. If you've never watched Finding Neverland, it was fantastic. And some other Sleepy Hollow, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and some that we won't mention here because they're kind of dark, but amazingly talented and versatile actor Johnny Depp. Happy birthday. 1981, actress and filmmaker Natalie Portman is born Nita Lee Herschlag in Jerusalem. While still in high school, she gained international recognition for starring as Padme Amidala in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. She also played Jane Foster in the Marvel film Thor and reprised her role in the 2013 film Thor, The Dark World, and then in 21 for Love and Thunder. She also narrated the Disney nature documentary Dolphin Reef. So Natalie Portman is a member of the not only of the Disney family, but also the Star Wars. We've got her in the Star Wars franchise and the Marvel Universe. 2005, y'all. Robert Sherman and his brother Richard Sherman. Oh my goodness! Shout out to the Sherman brothers. Absolutely love them. They were inducted on this day in 2005 into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. My only question would have been, why weren't they there already? they wrote tunes for, so many of the rides that we love. All those songs that get stuck in your head. Disney features The Sword and the Stone, Mary Poppins, all that beautiful music in Mary Poppins was all the Sherman Brothers work. The Jungle Book and a Tigger movie. And then, of course, in the park, you've got There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, Carousel of Progress, It's a Small World, Tiki Room. Yeah, man, how versatile, how fantastic were these guys? In 2006, the animated feature Cars is generally released to audiences. It was directed by John Lasseter along with Joe Ranft from a screenplay by Dan Fogelman. Voice cast included Owen Wilson, Paul Newman in his final acting role, Bonnie Hunt, Larry the Cable Guy, Tony Shalhoub, Cheech Marin, Michael Wallace, George Carlin, Paul Dooley, Jennifer Lewis, Guido Coroni, Michael Keaton, Katherine Hellman, John Ratzenberger, and Richard Petty. Wow. What a lineup, an amazing lineup that was for voice acting. So Cars and Cars Land, of course, in Disneyland is fantastic and one of our favorite lands. So that opened, was released to audiences on this day in 2006. Goodness gracious, it doesn't seem like it has been that long. Let's see. Let me catch up in chat here, guys. Okay. Oh, no worries. Hey, Pam. Welcome in. Sorry. Sweet Blossom Fairy. Hey. Hey there. Joseph Dion, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Did I miss anybody else in chat, y'all? Let's see. But yeah, welcome in, Pam and Spring Blossom Fairy. And then also Joseph, it's good to see you. We appreciate you popping in. 2017, guys, just a couple more. Adam West, who's best known for his role as Bruce Wayne and his alter ego Batman in the 1965 ABC television series Batman, passed away at age 88 in California. So West's Disney voice credits included Meet the Robinsons, which does not get enough love, Kim Possible, Jake, and the Neverland Pirates and Chicken Little. Fans of the animated series Family Guy knew him for his role as Mayor, Adam West. And then in 2021, Loki, the television series for Disney Plus, premiered with the episode Glorious Purpose. Of course, Tom Hiddleston as Loki. And it was Owen Wilson, Sasha Lane, Sophia DiMartino. So if you haven't watched the Loki series, do. A lot of people had some trouble keeping up with Loki. But I think if you watch it, you'll be kind of motivated to check into some of the background and what have you. Some of those series stack on top of each other, but Loki's a lot of fun. I love time travel, so naturally, it's going to be tons of fun for me. Did you think Loki was weird? Yeah. Oh, bye, Keith. Bye. Thanks for popping in. We will see you tomorrow. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. 20 years of Ka-Chow, right, Dean? Wow. Yeah, 20 years of Ka-Chow. But let's see. Pam is, let's see. What did I miss? Kay says Arrowhead Stadium and KCMO is ready for FIFA, the World Cup. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh, Surfer Girl. I'm so sorry about that. That's so tough to lose a fur baby. Oh. Yeah. Poor baby. Oh, well, Sharia, I understand. Our kitties and our pets are so important to us. So I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I am so sorry. That's just hard. That is just hard. Wow. Um, hmm. And hopefully William will be in just a minute, guys. But I'll tell you what. We have while we're waiting on William here. Let me show you what I've got here for a little bit later on. This is for Lorcana tonight. I've been opening. I've been opening the packs from a different box. But for Mother's Day, William got me this box of Winter Spell. So this is pretty new. This box is this set is pretty new, and William got me this box for Mother's Day. So Winter Spell, I will be cracking this. It's never been opened. It still has the cellophane on it. So I will be cracking this tonight for and it's nice to get these booster boxes. This box has, we'll see what we get. It has 24 packs. It's got 12 cards per pack. So we'll be cracking this tonight, opening this booster box. So that'll be coming up pretty good. Coming up pretty be good and coming up soon. Oh, the FIFA Cup. Oh, it's at McDonald's. Okay. Good. Now I hadn't seen that. Spring Blossom Fairy, thanks for letting us know. Yeah, Stitch and Angel. Yes, this. Let me see who's supposed to be in this one. Let me look right quick. Winter Spell. Now that's what's going to be Data, and Jillian's going to love it because this one features Pocahontas and Darkwing Duck. Of course, Pocahontas is Jillian's favorite princess, but this released in February, like mid-February. The set after that released in May was Wilds Unknown. So this is like set number 11, this Winter Spell, and so we're looking forward to checking that out. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, get back over, and I don't know. I'm not sure. Have any of you? I know Jonathan. I don't know if Jonathan is in or if he is in ghost mode. But have any of you opened any of the Winter Spell? I have not yet. I have not opened any. So this will be my first shot to see the artwork on this. I'm excited about it. Yeah, so we'll do that a little bit later. And William should be in just a minute. Let me see. One thing I did want to mention, y'all, let me see if I can get over here and share my screen. We had a special milestone, if you will. Oh, Dane, you've never done any Lorcana? Yeah. Oh well. Of course, we've done a good bit. And honestly, we're more into collecting the cards than playing. William, bless his heart, never has a whole lot of time to play, and and I just haven't actually sat down to figure it all out. So, but I did want to let y'all know that we have a very special milestone. We hit a very special milestone. This 999 videos. Now we also hit 1,000, y'all, 1,000 uploads, and YouTube kind of keeps up with these milestones for you. And but I kept an eye on it because, as y'all know, as the Hitchhiking Bones, the number 999 is special for us. And so, yeah, so this was a lot of fun. And when we hit it, I took a print screen, and we're excited about that. And I think I posted this on Facebook maybe, and we did hit the 1,000, But I did want to let you know that it's interesting too, guys, because when I first started the channel and I uploaded that, I remember uploading that very first video and thinking, it'll be nice when we get some content so that when people come to our channel, they have a selection of things. Um, yes, Dane, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend that rabbit hole. I truly do not. Oh my goodness. Um, and it is a rabbit hole. Yeah. Yeah. How ghoulishly delightful. It really is. It's special to us. And we did also hit we have 1,000 up now. I think this is 1,001. I think tonight's edition of Hitchhiker Chat will be 1,001. But um, it's just special, to us because we've got 1,000 videos on our channel, guys. So we're really excited about that, and that was just fun when we hit. Let's see. I think Mikey was our 100th subscriber. He was our 100th ghost. He's one of our ghost host moderators. And thank you, Sheree. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And always room for one more. Exactly, Pam. Exactly. Yeah, 999 videos. And I was watching for it because I knew it was coming up, as I uploaded them. But we have so enjoyed the channel. Oh, thank you. There's always room for one more. We have always enjoyed the channel so much, guys, and having having the channel is very special for us. We love it. We've enjoyed it. All of you are having all of you as friends has been a bonus. But we've had a channel. Let's see what it'll be. It'll be wow, 7 years in October since we started the channel. So yeah, so we're really we are really excited about that and just have enjoyed it. We really have, y'all. We it's something that as a family we've been able to do it, and so we thank you. All of you as subscribers and our members. We thank you so much for all of your support and help. If you're a channel member, especially our moderators, our dear friends, and people who pop in to see us, we really appreciate you guys so much. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Tina. Absolutely no worries. But yeah, we really appreciate that you guys watch and are here on Tuesdays, and you follow us through the parks, and we develop such close friendships with so many of you. It means a lot to us. So we really appreciate you. It means a lot to us. And here's the 1,000 mark. There's the 1,000 uploads. TubeBuddy does that for you. Keeps up with those milestones. So there's that. We have had 1,000 uploads on our channel, and so tons of content. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And we have live streams from the parks, tons of live streams from every park, every Disney park, as well as Disney's Aulani in Hawaii. We have everything on playlists. Be sure and check out our playlists. Lots of Disney, content, including reviews on every episode of all of the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka, what was the other book of Boba Fett? We've got all of that on the channel, so check it out. Check it out because I'm sure there'll be something that you enjoy. We've got dining reviews, lots of good stuff. So be sure and check out our channel and all of our videos, and give us a sub if you haven't already, and give us a like on this video. So thanks so much. We are really thankful. Hey, William, are you there? William is coming on. Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
I'm running late. A little busy. Busy.
Well, I figured as much.
Uh-huh.
I figured as much. So I was just sharing. I was kind of just hanging around until you got in, and I went ahead and did This Day in Disney History. We hit this episode of Hitchhiker Chat represents our 1001st upload.
Wow.
So there's we're really excited about that, and was just telling everybody how much we appreciate everything over the past almost 7 years. Be 7 years in October. We've been doing the channel, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it because of you. And so keep watching. We appreciate you guys, and we are thankful to be a part of this Disney community. But
absolutely.
1,000. I was just saying, William, when I first started the channel, and I said, wow, won't it be be really nice? Uploaded that first video on the channel is our ride in Walt's fire truck from Town Square to Sleeping Beauty Castle there up Main Street in Disneyland. And I said, it'll be really nice, as we upload videos, and when people come to our channel, they'll have some content. So they definitely have content.
They do.
And lots of it. Tons of playlists, and man, we've done a lot, had a lot of fun, and so we really appreciate all of you. But William, you're going to talk a little bit about Universal, yes?
Yeah. I'm trying to get everybody written down real fast before I dive into it. But thanks everybody for being here.
Yeah, we so appreciate it. Let's see. Let me catch up in chat. I'm behind again.
Have you covered? Have you mentioned that there's dates now for Universal Kids Resort?
I did last week. We talked about that, but I don't know if have you and Jillian booked it yet?
We have not yet. We'll probably wait. Jillian's on a cruise right now with her mom. They're on Royal, not Disney this go around. Although we did have a lot of fun. I'll talk more next week about our Disney cruise. Well, thanks for being here, Dina. Really appreciate it. Which we had a really great time. Lots of thoughts. It's been a long time since I've gone on a cruise. So we really did.
Oh, hey, Jason, welcome in. Welcome in, Jason. Good to see you. Yes, it has. It's been several years since you were long overdue for a cruise, and that was your first Disney cruise. You've never done a Disney cruise, right?
I haven't. Yeah, that was my first one.
Yeah. So good to see you, Jason. Welcome in.
Almost got everybody. I think I got everybody.
Yeah.
I missed you. Apologize. I'm doing the best I can to do a quick scan. Scroll in the chat. I want to say big shout out here to Jonathan Chung, one of our Ghost Host moderators. He went on Pete McDevitt's channel recently, as in within the last couple of days, and he gave us a really nice shout out on Pete's channel. Yeah, Pete. They interviewed him, and he mentioned 3 channels that he was a big fan of, and he mentioned us and Defunct Land, and there was one more, and it's not coming to me right now. But Jonathan, we're right there next to you in the Hall of Disney YouTube Hall of Fame recognition series.
We are.
we're right, all together, me, Mom, and Jonathan. They are number wise part of the Marvel
Right.
class,
86,
and
we're 86 and 87. I think Jonathan is 88, right?
I think that's right.
Mhm.
So anyway, yeah. So again, thanks to Jonathan for shouting us out.
Very kind.
He had very nice things to say about our channel, and we're very thankful to have him as a moderator. It's fun to listen to him, talk about his interactions, with singing "Happy Birthday" to Bob Gurr on his birthday there, and
Yeah.
he's talked
Oh,
about that on our
man.
channel as well. And so it was a really good time, and I'm very appreciative to Jonathan, and thankful for his support and his friendship. So thanks again, Jonathan.
Yeah, that was on Pete McDevitt's
Yes,
channel, guys.
on Sunday. Yes.
This past Sunday, if you want to see that interview, I'll have to be on Team Replay for that. But
Yeah.
gosh, we really appreciate that. And Jonathan may be in a little bit later, unless he's in ghost mode, which he may be. But yeah, so you guys check that out. Jonathan is a behind the scenes kind of guy. He's one of our ghost host moderators and a precious supporter and friend of the channel. Jonathan is one of our first ghost hosts. From when we first started the channel, agreed to do that for us. We were so honored, that he would agree to do that because he has so many that he does moderate. But so if you want to, hear a little bit more about Jonathan, by all means, check out Pete McDevitt's show, the Triple C show on of this past Sunday. I will be watching it. I have not seen it yet. I have grandchildren over the weekend.
You and Dad were
all bets are off.
Had a little bit going on.
We had 4 of them here. We had 4 out of Stephen's 5, and we just had tons of fun. But it was constant, but so much fun. Anyway, yes. So you guys be sure and check that out. Let me see, y'all, if I can.
Yeah, it's funny. They mentioned on work this morning on the daily IT operations call that there's a lady that always does the National Day, and so she'd mentioned it was Donald Duck Day was the day. So yeah, Donald Duck's very first film appearance, like Mom mentioned, 1934. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Pretty neat. Lots of neat folks. Pretty neat that this day in Disney history, some pretty neat stuff. So I won't rehash that. But anyway, Mom, you want to fire up the
yeah, let me see if I can get it to where is it? Where did it go? So, well, interestingly, let me close some of these windows, guys. Hang on.
Well, watch you getting that cranked up. So we went on a 3-day cruise on the Disney Wish, which I'll talk about next week. But hello to everyone. Saying hello. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. So we had decided to do that a while back, and now, Wyatt got out of school on Friday, and our cruise left out. Let's see here. Our cruise left out.
It's in the notes.
So it was the 22nd when Wyatt got out of school, and it was early release. And so we said, okay, we've got a full week. So he gets out of school 22nd, early release. And then the 29th is when we were scheduled to leave for our Disney cruise. And so we had talked about it, and we said, we've got a kind of a week buffer there between Wyatt getting out of school and us going on the cruise. What if we did Universal? And Jillian's a travel agent. If you need any help, with Mickey Travels, but she also is a part of Let's Adventure Travels, which rolls up to the same company. And so anyway, she's a universal travel agent, and there's some pretty sweet perks that come with it, that come with being a universal travel agent. So, she had said, each year she has a training, and there's some benefits that come with that. And anyway, she said, I haven't made use of my benefits in probably a year or two. How about maybe what if we did and I mentioned, why don't we do universal? I like it. Yeah, put minions on the boys' faces. So anyway, we decided to do. Jillian had 3-day tickets to Universal, and we had 2. Now, one thing that kind of stinks is that we'll come back to this picture here in a second. One thing that kind of stinks is she had the 3-day, and she did 3 days worth of Disney, and so me and the boys hung out there at the resort, had a good time, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the resort amenities, at the Holiday Inn resort. And then we stayed one night at Cabana Bay, which you saw a picture of that a second ago. But rewinding a little bit, and part of Jillian's 3-day tickets were, and it didn't say this online, but whenever we got them, picked up the tickets at guest services, her ticket said 1 day of Epic was included, and but we had nowhere to put the 1 day of Epic. Because we were going on our cruise, and she said, if I'd have known that, I would have done the day of Epic,
right,
instead of one of my other Disney days, because I've got she has an annual pass to Disney, Walt Disney World, and so she easily could have decided not to do one of those and gone to Epic and given it a fair shot, because she's been to Epic one time. But it was at the tail end of a lot of Disney days, and so Wesley was tired, she was tired, and so I ended up taking her and Wesley. They probably did a half day at Epic, so she's got to go back and give Epic another chance, on less tired legs, and a little more fresh, earlier on in the trip. So, but anyway. It's a bummer because she definitely could have done that, but we didn't know because it didn't say it online. So now she knows for next year.
Yes.
Which
why in the world? That is so odd that they didn't,
right.
They didn't tell you that included Epic.
Yeah, and so anyway, she but she did the 3 days, and she did a long stream there. Yeah, excuse for another trip. Oopsie, right, Tina. But I think her training rolls over in like October, and so she can do the training, and then we'll have the benefits of her doing her training again, which will be really nice. But anyway, maybe she can give it a shot then. She is planning on going down there and doing the training in person this go around, which will be the first time she's ever done that. So it'll be interesting, to see what all is involved with the in-person training versus just firing it up and doing it online. So anyway, but so yeah, we did a few days of Universal. Me and the boys did 2 days, and me and the boys and Julian did 2 days of Universal before our Disney cruise. We drove. We like to stay around Pensacola to break up the drive, and so we stayed at La Quinta in Pensacola. It did not match the pictures. La
Quinta's, and it's been just mine and Jeff's experience that La Quinta's used to be a pretty reasonably priced, solid place to stay.
We got a good price on it. Well, the other thing too is it was the weekend going into Memorial Day, and availability was not
right.
Was a little bit shaky. Right. But we saw, the pictures look nice online, and definitely was not as nice as advertised. Right. But it was fine. We were
stay overnight.
we were just staying there one night. We made do, and we all made it out fine. So The service was not fantastic. The people working the desk or not working the desk.
Right.
So anyway, okay, there you go. Well, all right, Tina says she can't disclose her reasons, but Lakita's not a good choice, which is fair. I've had good and bad experiences with Lakita, but Tina does not recommend
on the
them.
location, but like I said, William, Jeff and I, in recent years, have stopped using Lakita. We used to stay at Lakita's a lot, and we've stopped doing that just because it's kind of seems like they've gone downhill. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the deal is.
I don't know if they still do it, but at one point they, were one of the hotels that would allow you to bring, a pet. And so sometimes Jillian's family would travel with their dogs, and so they would they'd stay at Lakita's because they allowed pets. But anyway, we went out fine. We continued the rest of the drive. We dropped Jillian right off at Epcot. We didn't even stop by the resort, and that's perks of being an annual pass holder.
Yeah.
But I dropped her off at Epcot. But me and the boys went and checked in at the Holiday Inn Resort, and everything was fine. The elevator was not working. Let's see, was that? I'm trying to remember at what point this was. No, okay, it was later. What I ran into, at one point the elevator didn't work. They did get it fixed, but it took a little bit. A few hours, which I was grateful for. But this is not at Cabana Bay. This is at the Orange Lake Resort. And so anyway, the issue I'd run into was there were no luggage carts. So me and Wyatt and Wesley had to lug everything up to the elevator and then over to our room. And it took us a few trips because all the luggage carts were occupied, which was a bummer. But anyway, we Jillian, did some really cool live streams. You can check those out on the channel. And me and the boys had a good time. We played at the little putt course there at the resort, and then played at the arcade. Which the arcade at the Holiday Inn Orange Lake Resort is actually pretty friendly, because a lot of arcades, you put in a lot of work or you spend a lot of money and you don't get much out of it. But I will say big time credit to the Holiday Inn Club, Orange Lake Resort, because their arcades were fun. They had good game selections, and their crane games were pretty fair, because every now and then you come across a crane game and the arms are just way too weak, which apparently that's something you can calibrate. How the grip of the claw. The claw. And so that's the claw arms are pretty decent. So I won a couple of like little rubber ducks, and then a couple of little Mario plushes.
Oh wow!
So it was pretty fun. And it was nice. Like I said, it's nice to come across a claw machine where the claw is actually functional.
Actually works.
It doesn't dip you out of.
That is kind of unusual.
Out of credits.
You have been chosen, right, Taylor?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. See,
we had a lot of fun.
I've got when I have the slides up, I can't see the chat. So
okay. Sorry.
I'm using my phone. So if you want to highlight the comments.
Yeah. All right. So on to our Universal Day. I will say our fresh day at Universal, I opted to not get a stroller. So this is Cabana Bay. We'll skip Cabana Bay for a second. I'll come back on to it. But our first stop was at Universal Orlando, Universal Studios Orlando. So that side of the park. We met some fun characters with Puss in Boots. We went to the DreamWorks land, and the boys loved DreamWorks land. And I gotta say, big time credit to Universal for going through and giving this area a facelift and changing things up, because the boys really enjoyed it. There's a cute little show. I wouldn't say the show is necessarily anything life changing per se, but it's a cute little quick drive-by, cameo of different characters. So the show was cute. Shrek and Donkey were both really funny. Wesley was a little bit intimidated by Shrek, so he's standing off to the side there. But the boys both loved meeting Puss in Boots. They gave Puss in Boots a big hug. And so that was a lot of fun. Lots of fun character interactions. I don't know if you have Poppy next, but I also met Poppy in DreamWorks Land. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there she is. She was really cute. Really Wesley did not want to meet Poppy, but Poppy was very cute. But the boys had fun. We did also, kind of a unofficial rider swap thing where there's a little Trolls play area for little ones. And me and Wesley hung out there while Wyatt and Jillian went and rode the roller coaster.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And so, the wait time stayed pretty short for the roller coaster all day, which was also fun. The boys had a great time with it. We actually, on our second day, we took the Hogwarts Express from Islands of Adventure back over to hang out in DreamWorks Land, which you'll see more pictures of that here in a bit, I'm sure.
Nice.
But anyway, the characters were lots of fun. Meet and greets, boys loved it. We checked out the Minions Land, of course. The boys both had a great time with the Villain Con Minion Blast. Wyatt decided to get one of the replica Eliminator X blasters.
Oh, cool!
So this one looks just like the blaster that you use on the ride.
Oh,
and if you push the button on the front, it shows a little. Let me see if I don't know if I can get it to show or not, but it's got a little Vicious 6 icon, which is the group of villains that you fight, and then Villain Con Minion Blast. So it's pretty neat. And there's different icons and stuff for the different things that you do on the ride. So there's like lightning, ice for the freeze ray.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Now,
are they?
So it's pretty cool.
On the ride vehicles, are the blasters fixed, or can you pick them up?
No. Well, no, we've done it before. It's just a moving walkway. So you just go and stand on a dot, either a purple or orange dot, and then you shoot at the screens.
Yeah.
For Villain Con Minion Blast. But anyway, Wesley also got a freeze ray, which is really cool. Hey, welcome, Antonio Tower. But Wesley decided to get a freeze ray. Wyatt picked this blaster.
Yeah.
And both of them were very pleased with their selections. Wesley's freeze ray was doubled as a bubble blaster.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
And so he plowed through those bubbles very quickly. Very cool. You just missed this, Tony. And so anyway, they boys had a great time with their blasters. Thankfully, I brought a backpack big enough to fit both the blasters in it because, all the stuff that I was pack muling around, at one point I had a carabiner. Well, no, I should have brought the backpack in here, but I had 2 wands, both the boys' blasters, snacks, chargers, the little fuel rods, and portable chargers. I got one of them right here. I was loaded down, and then I had a carabiner hanging off the side, a little Mickey Mouse shaped, which is a faux pas, but I used what I got. I had a little Mickey Mouse shaped carabiner that I had our Epic Universe cups hanging off of. Which
people cross the parks all the time.
Let me get back to the cups later on, because the cups, I should have brought the cups with me. I may go grab it here in a minute, but anyway, we ate. We ate at the Minions restaurant. I don't know if you have a picture of my burger in here or not. But
let's see. I think there it is.
Yeah, here it is. Great. I really, really enjoyed this. And actually we ran into Jenna from Resort TV 1 here because she was also eating at the Minions Cafe. But I really enjoyed this sandwich. I mean, it was top notch. The buns on this sandwich were phenomenal.
Wow. Okay, were they like? Well, now it looks like it's got some cheese baked on top of it. There is that roast
Yeah,
beef. What is that?
yeah. Let me. Yeah, actually, it's probably just easier to fire this up, and I can tell you exactly what it is from their app.
Mhm.
Okay, if it'll let me log in.
And then you have what Minions tater tots on the
Yes,
side
and
there.
yeah, the little minions, tater tots.
Mhm.
And Wesley, sometimes kids can be picky eaters if you don't already know. Uh,
Right.
but
The more cheese, the better. Right.
let's see here.
So Tony likes the hamburger with or the cheese with hamburger on the side.
Nice. Okay, here we go. Gotta scroll to it. Almost there.
It
LM.
looks really good.
There we go. Come on. Where is it? Moe's. Okay, where's it? Good grief.
So it looks like
Yeah.
a roast beef. Is that like sourdough bread with
There you go. Illuminations Minion Cafe.
mhm. Mm.
All right, Illuminations Minion Cafe. That's why I couldn't find it under the M's because it was under the I's.
Yes.
Here we go. So I got. Oh, geez, hold on a second.
I was interested. I was interested in that dessert looking thing that Wyatt had too. But this, so this looks like chopped beef, is it? Like
Sorry, Jillian. Video called me. It's so this is double check here. Well, okay, here it is. It's a French onion dipped roast beef, caramelized onions, secret sauce, cheesy blast pimento cheese on a cheddar and onion roll.
oh my goodness, no
It
wonder
was
that
very,
was
it was very good.
yeah. Wow.
With the minions tots,
Yeah.
and then Wesley got because again, kids can be picky sometimes. Wesley got. Let's see here. If I can
Here's
find it.
Wyatt's dessert.
He got the shrunken moon balls, which is really funny. So it's mini meatballs and marinara over spaghetti with minions tots and a mini banana.
Okay, now I do remember. Yeah, I remember. I remember
And then
what that-
Wyatt got the Mr. Gru's PB and jelly.
Okay.
So pressed peanut butter and Gru's jelly minion tots, jelly
Gotcha.
with minion tots and a minion banana. She
Okay.
enjoyed. And then, as you can see, we got the desserts. So we got the minion Swiss roll, which is a vanilla cake with pumpkin with pineapple, cardamom whipped ganache, passion fruit, banana with a chocolate shell.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so these
Okay,
these
now
were
the
good.
banana. What about the banana on the side that looks so good?
Yeah, it's not really a banana. It looks like a banana. It's passion fruit banana. It looks like a banana, but it's passion fruit with a chocolate shell. Is very good.
Wow.
And then we
Yeah.
also got Howard's which is I think you might have had this next year. With the here it is. Yeah, bingo. So you can see there's like a jelly, like tentacle looking gummy,
Kraken?
which
What is
kind of
that?
freaked Jillian out a little bit. And so she Wyatt ate it, but she was like, "Yeah, that feels weird." With
Now,
it
what
being
is this
tentacle.
like a
So this is Howard's berry lemon cupcake. So it's a berry lemon cupcake garnished with a tentacle gummy. And so you can see
well, that has to
kind
be a tentacle, right? So this
of
would,
yeah.
I mean, I could see this as like a Kraken theme,
Yeah. Well, at some point, the Beacon Barrel Pirates of the Caribbean bar at Magic Kingdom definitely needs to
totally, yeah.
to steal this idea.
Yeah. This looks fantastic, and
Yeah.
I mean,
But it was good,
given
and
the
also
right
too.
color, that tentacle could be really gross and appropriate for Beacon Barrel.
And did you include the cross section after we taken some bites out of this thing?
Oh no, I don't think I did.
Okay, there was like a cream, and I guess it's like maybe I guess kind of lemony custard or something that was in the middle of this thing, which was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So it was also enjoyed it. Let's see, moving
Really cool.
on.
Yeah.
But we love the Minions Cafe. It's fun. It's nice to sit in there and cool off. We had done, we did the refills on our cups, which, we brought our Epic Universe cups from last year. We were able to take them, and I want to say it's like I'm probably wrong here. I think it's like $16.99 or something for a new, $19.99 for a new souvenir cup. So we brought our Epic cups with us from last year, or you can do $12.99 for the day. So we recharged our drinks. Now the kicker on the drinks, which again I should have brought the cups with me. You get, if you refill or recharge a cup, that cup is good in the parks. It is not good at Universal Resorts.
Okay.
So, case in point, on our second day, so we stayed the night at Cabana Bay on our second day. I recharged our mugs, that morning, and then we went back to the room. And later that evening, I had tried to fill our cups up because I was like, both of these had been recharged.
Right.
At the park, I assumed that they would work, at the resort, and they do not. They do not. And I gotta say, Universal team member, I mentioned that to him because we stayed at Cabana Bay. We'd never stayed on Universal property before. I wanted a cup, so I ended up getting. I got a Cabana Bay cup, and it's in the house. But anyway, I got the cup, and I mentioned to him at checkout. I was like, "Yeah, I didn't realize that if you recharge the cup in the park, it doesn't carry over to the resort." And he's like, "Yeah, somebody should have told you." And so he cut like $4 off my cup, which was really nice.
Oh, how nice!
I really appreciated that. I wasn't being a jerk. I was just saying, like, I didn't know.
Right.
It's our first time staying, on Universal property.
Well, and a lot of time, and so many times, if you just mention things like that, hey, crew members and cast members at Disney are many times will sprinkle some extra magic your way and do that. Now, you had mentioned how impressed you were with all of the crew members.
Yeah, the team members on this trip, we've been to Universal just a handful of times. We've been to Disney way more, but we've been to Universal a handful of times. And I gotta say, they did a phenomenal job on this trip. We were just there for 2 days, but we had multiple interactions with team members that were just very, very kind, very welcoming. Were genuinely interested in our day. They were they're talking with the boys and asking them what they've enjoyed, if they're having fun. And so I didn't bring the wristbands, but we got a couple of little wristbands from DreamWorks Land that we Jillian probably talked to a team member there that was kind of I guess overseeing the there's like a Shrek swamp play area, and so it's got like some swinging bridges and some little things you can climb up, and and so the boys were running around all over that. I mean, they had a blast doing that in DreamWorks Land. And so they had a lot of fun doing that. And Jillian probably talked to this guy for a good 30 minutes. Because, I mean, he's just standing there making sure kids aren't, doing anything dangerous.
Right.
But I mean, he was talking about his experience. He enjoys both Disney and Universal, and so they talked a bunch. I was trying to keep follow the boys around, keep tabs on them. But anyway, and also too, I took Wyatt. He had to go to the restroom at one point, and I took him and got the Branch snow cone, which you'll see here in a minute, I'm sure. But here's Vector, another fun meet and greet. We just happened upon him. So
I bet he has some fun meet and greet.
Wyatt pretended like he didn't know how to do Vector's dance, and as he does like this, oh yeah, it kind of like hip thrust type dance, and Wyatt pretended like he didn't know how to do it, but we were like, you've done that at home, like just being goofy.
Right.
He pretended like he didn't know how.
Yeah, he would have loved. Yeah, Vector would have loved that probably.
And then we met Rosita and Johnny from Sing and Sing 2. I don't know if there's a third one or not, but anyway, very cute. Wyatt loves Johnny from Sing, and so he was very excited to get to meet Johnny.
Yeah.
So that was a fun meet and greet.
Fun, yeah.
Here's me and the boys with Jaws. So they had some other really fun photo ops. I don't know if you included any of those along in here too, but we got the Jaws photo op there next to the Richter's restaurant where Amity used to be. Now it's Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
And speaking of Diagon Alley,
let's see. Yeah. I do have that one coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Diagon Alley, I got pulled into a show. I need to see if I can find the name of this show. Let me see if I can get this up here.
There is a short on the channel, guys. I would share the link with you. But there is a short on the channel of this that Jillian took as William got pulled into the show. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. These ladies kidnapped William, and I must say your finale, gesture there on the right is awesome.
Celestina, Warbeck, and the Banshees.
Oh, okay.
The swinging show features never before heard songs. Yeah. Hey, welcome in, John Beauchamp. Including a cauldron full of strong, hot love. You stole my cauldron, but you can't have my heart. And you charmed the heart right out of me. So I got pulled into this one. Hey, welcome in, Miss Najima. Great to see you also. Let's see here. Get y'all added in here.
Welcome in, one of our great channel members.
Yeah,
this was tons of fun.
They come out, they introduce them. Me and Jillian and the boys, had done some of the wand, experiences, and maybe Wesley was very very uneasy about going through a Nocturne Alley. As he could be.
I'm uneasy about going through Nocturne Alley.
And speaking of Nocturne Alley, we have a dark wizard in the family, or dark witch, I guess I should say. Jillian decided to get Bellatrix Lestrange's wand from Borgin and Burke's, no less. Yeah. Wesley was also very uncomfortable in Borgin and Burke's. He wanted to leave. So here's Bellatrix's wand. It's a first generation wand, not a second generation wand. But anyway, that was the one that Jillian had picked. Let me get it out here. But the wands are a lot of fun. So here's.
Jillian also claims to be of the dark side of Star Wars. I'm really questioning. We may have to rethink this deal.
But here's curved.
Bellatrix's wand is really.
It's got a little bit of markings and stuff on the side here.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a little bit different because it's got bend to it. But anyway, she had fun with it. The boys and I gotta say one other tip here. I know that it's a lot of money up front. But one thing that has worked out very nicely for us is last year when we went to Epic, at the Universal gift shop there in the airport, ran a deal where you could buy a $500 merch card. And again, it's a lot of money up front, but this thing it's actually pretty sweet. So you buy the $500 merch card, you get 10% off every purchase that you make with this merchandise card. There are some hacks because I use my merchandise card, because you can't use it at restaurants, which is a drawback. But there are ways around that to a degree. For example, in Epic Universe, there's a shop. I can't think of the name. I think it's, what is it? How to Treat Your Dragon, which is really funny. The last year, me and Mom went to Epic, and I used my merch card at How to Treat Your Dragon for chocolate. What do they call them? It was like a little chocolate shield. Hey, welcome in, Jillian.
I don't understand.
Like a little chocolate shield. Like a cake pop, basically. But so anyway, I was able to buy that cake pop with my merchandise card because they sell merchandise in How to Treat Your Dragon in that shop. So I was able to get a snack discounted because it was in a merchandise shop in the bakery case. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, the other perk, so $500 up front, yeah, it's a lot. But you maintain that, because the other thing I asked them was, is there expiration? Because I bought this thing last year, and we've gone a couple of different times now, and they said no expiration on it, and so paid the $500 up front. They gave me a wand, which the wands that they had to pick from, the styles not super, nothing super fancy. One that I had picked was James Potter. And so it actually worked out really well because, Wyatt was asking, because Wyatt has Harry Potter and he has Ron Weasley. Harry Potter's got to be in a box somewhere, his wand. So we brought Ron Weasley with us, and I brought the James Potter wand that I got as a complimentary, gift for
merch card,
for buying the $500 merch card. So you pay the $500, you get 10% off every purchase with that. You get a lanyard, which is cool. And they accidentally gave me 2 lanyards because I used it. I used the card at the airport, and then whenever I deferred on the wand because they do a little punch on your card when you get the wand. I said, let me get to Epic and see what they have there. And so I wasn't sure. They wanted her percent sure if the selection would be any different. So when I got to Epic, they said, "Oh no, the selection's the same. You had like 1 of 3 wands to pick from." So I picked James Potter. Anyway, fast forward, Wyatt was like, "Oh, Daddy, do you think Wesley needs to hold a wand? Like he might tear it up." Well, the wands there at the Diagon Alley at Universal, so on and so forth, they say those things basically have a lifetime warranty. We took, when Wyatt was younger, he played with the Harry Potter one that he got at home a lot and scratched up the tip of his wand, so he was having issues with it working. So we took it to Ollivanders, and they performed a repair, and it worked. So that's that we were very excited because we were like, he got this thing. We told him the story. We said, hey, he bought this thing coming off a Disney trip. We got it.
Jillian.
Hey, Jillian, yeah, have fun. We got this one, and he played with it a lot at home. It's his first time bringing it into Hogsmeade. And first time using the wand,
yes,
and it's not working. So yeah. So anyway, long story short, they repaired the wand. Wyatt was thrilled. So I told Wyatt, I said, well, that's the nice thing about me getting this wand is that Wesley can use it, and I came with the merchandise card. And so, if Wesley, for whatever reason, if he scratches it up, which I was very impressed because Wesley wasn't like dragging it on the ground or like scratching it on the wall or anything. He actually took very good care of that wand. So I was very proud of him, very impressed with how well he took care of it. And he was very excited to do the spells also. He loved that. He thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I've got a picture a little bit later on.
And so anyway, that was really cool. And so, yeah, I mean, if you plan on taking more than one trip, and if you have the money to do it, the merchandise card's a pretty sweet deal. Between the 10% off, a lanyard, which you kind of need to carry around your park ticket,
right?
And then
the wand, the free wand,
and then the wand. And so
and the wands, it's a Gen 1 wand.
Yeah, it's just the first generation one, which is fine because you still get to have fun.
But they cost. I mean, how much does Gen 1 wand cost?
I feel like they're like 60 something bucks.
Yeah. So there's the wand and the lanyard plus your 10% off and apparently no expiration date on them. So
yeah, and there's only there's only so many you get to pick from. So anyway, it was cool. And it kind of stinks you only get to pick from 3, but still, I mean, it's pretty. It's complimentary.
It's value.
So it adds
value.
Good value. So here's the boys. I think this is maybe Gabby's dollhouse. Just a little photo op there. This was to the left. We came back by this later on. The boys just sat on the bench, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We met Puss in Boots earlier in the day there on the right. So that was neat. That was what's the one second. Got here. Chief Wiggum was who Mom had gone past the picture of me and Chief Wiggum there from The Simpsons. I took a picture with him. I've got a buddy who's a big Simpsons fan, and he sent me some memes over time. And there's a really funny video he'd sent me a picture of. And so anyway, I got a picture. Took a little quick selfie over there with Chief Wiggum as I was running around as I was going through. Really cool. I think it's called the Hurl and Twirl or the Twirl and Hurl. It's the aliens ride there in the Simpsons land. At Spring, I guess it's Springfield. But in Simpsons land, they have it's basically like Dumbo or whatever one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there's the branch ice cream that I got the first day. It's really, really kind of funny. I got this Joker melts fast. So you see those little candies hanging off the side there. I had to, whirl and hurl. I think it may be that.
Yeah, it sounds like something I really want to ride, right, Jonathan?
Yeah. Well, I've been getting text messages. Let's see here. Just gonna try and find.
Okay, so now this
the little candies kept melting off. It's Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl. It's the name. It's the name of the ride. It was really neat and kind of a big deal. Wyatt was tall enough to ride that by himself. So Jillian did not feel like riding it. She hung out in the little Coca-Cola lounge there next to Men in Black. There you can get refills. They got a bunch of the machine, the freestyle machines in there. So it was really cool. Wyatt was very, very excited. Kind of proud to be able to ride a ride by himself. He was, over the thing. I think it's maybe 48 inches or whatever. But so me and Wesley were able to ride, and then a couple cars behind us, Wyatt was able to ride. So it's really cool. All right, back to the branch ice cream cone. I would say this was interesting. I wouldn't say it was good.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny. I walked by this guy that was probably like mid 40s, and he had a mohawk. And I walked by him with this in my hand to take it to the boys. And And he said, "Oh, the branch ice cream." He's like, "Sometimes they run out of those." He's like, "I want to try it." I said, "Oh, we just got it, so they should still have some." And it was funny because we passed by him again later, and all of us, Jillian's like, "Oh, that's interesting." And basically, that was the consensus among us. Wyatt was very excited to get this, and he was not as excited to eat it. Which
That's all right.
so
Was it sweet? I mean,
it was an I would just say it was interesting.
okay.
Yeah, I wanted to look up how they describe it.
Just kind of different.
But yeah, it was fruity and kind of light. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, yeah, it has a neat
Control treats. Here we go. Menu. It's broke. Brozone. So Huckleberry, soft serve with green leaf sprinkles.
Okay.
As the Brozone berry.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he said I passed by the Mohawk guy again after he'd gotten it, and he said this. He said the same thing, and he said the poppy one tastes better. So
okay.
The poppy one is pink lemonade soft serve with flour sprinkles. So maybe it sounds like it would be better, but yeah, Huckleberry. I don't really know that I've had a ton of Huckleberry flavored stuff in my life, but anyway, it was interesting. It was cool looking. And then on the left there was actually the next day we got I got this burger here at the Circus McGurkus, which Wyatt was very excited to eat at the Circus McGurkus because on our previous trip it was closed. So he was very excited to eat at the Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous.
This looks like green eggs and ham there in the background.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know if you snuck in the picture, the better picture of the green eggs and ham.
I don't think I did. I think this is the only one.
This is this. I got the roast beef. Hey, welcome in, Spencer. I got the roast beef bacon burger. Is what this is. That's what I was feeling like. The boys, I think, both got pizza, and I want to say Jillian got. What did she get? I think it was the noodles.
So was this pretty good? Looks like pretty standard.
It was solid. Yeah. It was solid. I would say it was a step above your typical theme park burger.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. We got scroll down here, the green eggs and ham chocolate cheesecake.
Ooh, yes, that's what that
it was really funny because we got two, so Jillian and we could split them, right? 4 of us got 2 of them, so we could split them.
Yeah,
and so I asked Wyatt. I said, "Hey, can you share some of that with me?" Because he got into his first. I said, "Hey, can you share some of that with me?" And I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a tiny fork. There's a tiny fork on top of the green eggs and ham chocolate cheesecake, and instead of trying to give me a regular sized bite with a real fork, he decided to use this little fork to get a bite off the cheesecake and give me a tiny bite. So it was very, very funny. I got a pretty good kick out of that. It really cracked me up. But the boys loved eating there. They loved the sushi trolley, the high in the sky sushi trolley going through the restaurant while we were sitting there. They were a little bit cranky. We did have a stroller on the second day, which obviously helped. But this was fun too. We did the Cat in the Hat ride. The boys obviously loved it. We got them Thing 1 and Thing 2 coats and the gift shop afterwards. And both boys, on the last trip, Wyatt really wanted one of these Cat in the Hat hats. And so both boys got their Cat in the Hat hats, and they got, so you can see them. They in the last picture, they had the blue, some blue Transformers inspired shirts that Jillian's parents had got on a different vacation. I think I want to say they visited like one of the battleships. I can't remember, but they sold this like transformer looking shirts from the battleship. So I was like, okay, we can make that work. That could be a park shirt. So we swapped out those shirts and got the Thing 1 and Thing 2 shirt. Both boys got these hats and their Thing 1 and Thing 2 shirts. And we rode this ride several times. The boys loved it. It's a classic. One of my favorite memories, and I got to tell this just because I know it's already on the channel, but I got to tell it anyway. One of my favorite Universal memories is in 2018. Hold on. No, this would have been 2014, 2015. Me and Jillian and my younger brother, Adam, ride the Cat in the Hat ride. And now I have to say this particular scene is not as impactful because the timing is a little bit off, or at least it was for us when we rode it. Thing 1 and Thing 2 are going crazy, causing havoc. And at one point they throw a piano on you. Spoiler alert, even though this ride's been around forever. They throw a piano on you, right? They don't actually throw the piano on you. But my little brother jumped. We're all sitting in the front row of the ride car. And me and Jillian and Adam, even at that age, was pretty huge.
It's pretty tall.
And he jumped like he thought Thing 1 and Thing 2 were really going to dump the piano on us. And so, in one of my rides, I know you're not supposed to record on Universal Ride, but I took a brief Snapchat video of that scene and sent it to Adam. And he got a good kick out of that. But anyway, it's very, very, very funny. I'm not sure. He was sold that Thing 1 and Thing 2 were going to drop a piano on him. But we have gotten the biggest kick out of that for years since then. So anyway, it's super.
Much the way you thought that the Yeti was going to snatch Clay out of.
Oh,
the
I did.
Park.
Oh, I have. But that one was more believable.
Same thing.
that one was more believable. Sorry. I was scrolling back to double check, make sure to miss anybody in the chat. But back to the show with Celestina Warbuck and the Banshees at Diagon Alley. We just happened to be passing by at the right time, or maybe wrong time. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. But the show kicks off, and I stop. I enjoy. I've enjoyed live entertainment in the parks. I think it's great. It does so much to add kinetic energy to these spaces. I love to stop for the drummers there at in the Harambe Village whenever they're out and doing their street show.
Yeah, I love
And so anyway, we stop. The show kicks off when we're right there, so we stop right there at the chains. And so we're clapping. They kick the show off, or we cheer for them as they come out. They do their first number, and we're clapping, yeah, woo! And they start up the next song, and there's video of this on the channel. They start because Jillian videoed it, and she's gotten a kick out of this, and apparently a lot of other people have also gotten a kick out of this. But they start the next song, and all of a sudden, the lead singer, I think it's Celestina, looks dead at me, and so do the dancers. And they keep and they're doing their movements, but then they look away, and then they all look right back at me. And I thought, oh no. And so I'm like, oh man, I think I just became part of the show. And the other thing about this situation is I did not think to take off my backpack. So they pulled me out to move me around on the stage and dance around. And I didn't take my backpack off, which if this ever happens again,
pounds of yeah,
I've got a ton of junk, and then also two full cups, refillable mugs hanging off the carabiner on my backpack. So I was less spry than I would normally be. But anyway, I knew the second all of them looked at me.
Channel, guys, it's so cute.
Yeah,
I think Sam shared it.
Tina shared the link to it earlier.
Yeah.
I knew when they looked dead at me, I thought, "Oh no, I'm about to become part of this show."
Yeah.
Sure enough, the dancers came and grabbed me, and they said, "Oh, we're going to take him away for a minute." So, they're moving me around on stage to different spots, and I did my best to play along. There at the end, I knew that they were gonna. The minute they got even with me, I said, "Oh, here comes the kick line." And so it took me a second to get on beat with them, but I did my best, even though I'm carrying a backpack full of junk, to join in on the kick line and have a good time. And people, at first I was thinking, you know what? Not a lot of people are paying attention to this show, and I look up at the end of the show, and there's a lot of people. Oh goodness! And they're engaged with this show after I've been pulled out of the crowd. So at first I was thinking, no, it's not that big a deal. And then there's a whole lot of people watching. So anyway, it was fun. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, and I did the best I could to
you did a fantastic
to try and have fun with it and play along. And Wyatt and Jillian,
the ladies had to have really appreciated that you played along so well.
I told Jillian, I said, imagine how hard they laughed after doing that set backstage. Like, I know that they do this a lot. They probably, it probably happens every day, but they have to laugh when they get backstage and think, oh man, so anyway, Wyatt and Jillian both got a big kick out of it. Wesley did not get a big kick out of it. They brought me back. Yeah, and Wesley grabbed onto my leg and scooted up real close against me, and he was upset. He did not appreciate that those ladies grabbed his daddy and temporarily kidnapped him. And it was funny because we brought it up later in the day, on the way home, and Wyatt and Jillian were laughing about it again, and I was also laughing. And Wesley got upset and crossed his arms, and he said, "I didn't like it." He said, "They took Daddy." And Jillian said, "But they brought him back though." Oh goodness gracious!
So cute.
Yeah, it was funny. And now I know to take my backpack off if I ever get.
There you go.
Get dragged into the show.
Yeah, it was.
Oh goodness! I have not actually watched it back.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
I haven't actually watched it myself back to see how ridiculous I look yet. But anyway, it's Jillian shared. Jillian wasted no time sharing it to Facebook and also her channel. But hey, it's there.
And got over 1,000 views on it. So
yeah, apparently a lot of other people have got a kick out of it too. Oh goodness gracious! So anyway, it's a lot of fun. We had a great time. Drank some butterbeer. Always. I like the frozen butterbeer. There's iced. I think there's frozen butterbeer.
Yeah.
I want to say there's an ice cream butterbeer, and then there's closer to regular soda type butterbeer.
I like the frozen myself.
Yeah, I prefer the frozen. I need to at some point. Maybe that'd be a good video. Is just kind of compare the different forms and rank them.
We can buy all of them and
But anyway, it was.
There was a little surprise here at Cabana Bay that you
Yeah.
forgot to mention.
Oh,
at the
this was
beginning.
awesome. So we
Yeah.
check into Cabana Bay, which I've got. Our little ticket or our room keys came in this, which is really I love. I didn't even go in the lobby, but I love the just the atmosphere and the decor at Cabana Bay.
Yeah, I do too.
And they play a bunch of like
It's
old
vintage Florida. It's totally vintage Florida.
Oh, it is big time. They've got a couple old vintage cars, and then they've played in the big dining area. They play a bunch of like vintage ads, for various things. And Jillian said she said I would have a hard time pulling my dad out of here because he would be familiar with all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So pretty neat. But anyway, I walked out with this. I asked Jillian, I said, do you think they care if I take the notepad and the pen just because I think they're cool? So I walked out with the notepad and pen just because I liked them so much. But the key cards that they gave for our room, each guest that stayed in the room got a key card. But look how cool these key cards are. I'll hold them up here. Let's see if we can go big screen. But check this out. Look at this key card. This is my room key. So that was cool. So it's an advertisement for the Ministry of Magic there at Epic. Mom, are you still there?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then here's this one has Isle of Burke on it. But
very nice. Yeah.
And then this one too for the Universal Monsters and Dark Universe.
Oh wow! Well, now those are not the usual size of a key card.
Well, I mean, no, they're standard size. I've got
are they? Oh, okay.
I've got our names and I don't know if there's other important information or not, but I'm covering up the bottom of the key card.
Gotcha.
Just because it's got our names and how long we're staying and some other number, probably reservation number or something. And I was like, I should probably cover that up. But anyway, it was very nice. Again, I told you the team members took great care of us. Jillian, when she checked in, said, "Hey, I'm a Universal travel agent. We usually stay at Disney. This is our first time staying at a Universal resort. We were excited to be here, and he said, okay. He went through on a map and marked everything at the resort, which was very nice and very helpful. And he marked us all the way back to our room. And it's very nice because all we did, we paid a discounted price because Jillian is a travel agent. B, we bought just a regular room, no frills. But he upgraded us to a theme park view.
Yeah.
Of Volcano Bay. And we're on the 7th floor of this tower.
Wow. Look at that view.
And it was insane. I don't know if you shared any of the other pictures in here. But it was really cool. I mean, it was an awesome view. And the other thing too is, we didn't go. Jillian could have gone because she had her park to park ticket included Volcano Bay. But we would have had direct access. I mean, literally could have walked out of this tower and straight into the park pretty much. From where we're at. But the view was insane. I mean, it was beautiful. I'll have to post a short later on of my view, kind of looking around Orlando a little bit at night. But the view is insane. I mean, it was incredible. So again, big shout out. The Universal team members were fantastic on this trip. So big time, Universal. I think it's a hashtag UO fist bump. I think is the way that you shout them out. I don't think they have a way to do it in the app. So I think you have to go out and post with a hashtag. But yeah, we let's see what do we got here. Yeah, Tina says also we loved Cabana Bay. Ad in the ad in the dining room are our era. We are
Yeah.
singing the jingles right along with them. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. But here we are. We're meeting a couple of the minions from the new Minions movie that's coming. That I think it's July 1st. That the next Minions movie. I think it's Minions and Monsters, maybe. So these minions are from that movie. The boys
Yeah,
love.
I've seen the ad for that one. Seen the
Yeah.
trailer for that one. Yeah.
Well, Wesley was there next to a live in person ad there in Minions Land earlier in the slideshow. But yeah, the boys love meeting the minions. They thought they were super cute. What was really cool is right after this meet and greet, I told you and Dad, I said, these 2 days at Universal have been, it just felt like everything we did came up aces, right? So right after this meet and greet, a lady flags Jillian down. And at first, Jillian was wearing her Mickey Travels hat. And so I was like, oh, maybe she's affiliated with Mickey Travels. But they talked for, a good minute, and I've kind of got the boys and kind of, and like walking generally to the next thing we're going to do, not at a very fast pace, because I noticed Jillian's talking to this lady. But this lady gives us 7 single pass attraction. What's the word?
Fast passes.
Yeah, basically fast passes. So that was awesome. She said, "Hey," she said, "they're only good today. We're leaving." And I think she just picked us out of the blue. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was awesome because we took those and immediately did the little minions attraction. Wesley is not tall enough to sit in which is insane because the minions ride really doesn't move you around that much. Like you just sit in these big chairs and it kind of leans and rocks you around a little bit. Wesley's not tall enough, so he had to sit. Me and him sat in the stationary seats. But it saved us a good 30-minute wait. So, big time shout out to that lady that was heading out of the park that hooked us up with those single attraction passes.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Welcome in, Dave. So that was really exciting. And again, super appreciative to that lady for hooking us up.
Yeah, that was very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, Jonathan. This is really cool. So this is the Richter Burger Company, and they currently have a Jaws overlay. I don't know if this is here to stay or not, but I thought it was super cool. I wish we would have gone in and checked out some of the food and stuff, but we ate at the Minions Land, and I think we got dinner on the way home this day. But this was really neat. Mom's a huge Jaws fan. They just celebrated their 50th last year, I think.
They did. I can quote the script.
Yeah. And so this is really, really neat.
My favorites.
So it was cool. And I think they have some, merch and stuff inside, like from around the time the movie released and some other neat memorabilia.
I would really enjoy looking.
Yeah.
In this one, probably. So.
And I want to say they have some sort of special, I don't know if it's like a shake or what it is. They have some sort of special dessert, I think, for this overlay.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I need to look that up, see if I can find a picture of it.
See if I can find it. Moving on. Yeah, so there's one of the combos is we're going to need a bigger boat combo, and we're going to need a bigger boat platter, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
I love this area.
It's called the Shake Attack. It's a bright tropical blue shake with pineapple, orange, and coconut, finished with a bold strawberry chomp splash. So pretty neat.
I would enjoy that.
There's a shake here. There's some Amity Jaws themed. What's this a Ford or not a Chevy? I think.
Brody's police.
Place.
truck, probably. Yeah, I absolutely love Jaws. I would have enjoyed seeing this for sure. Yeah. Yeah, here's the photo op, William.
Yeah, here's one of the photo ops. So there's another one with the orca, the ship, from the movie. This one's from the ride, which more funny memories.
Yes.
My, my little brother, I don't know if he was more scared of Thing 1 and Thing 2 trying to drop a piano on his head, or if he was more scared of Jaws. Granted, to be fair, he was a little bit younger whenever we went on the trip, and he rode Jaws many moons ago. But anyway, I think he thought we were going down, and it's really funny because I think most of the time Jaws hits the boat. I think back in the day it was on the left side of the boat.
It was on the left, yeah. Because
and
we set him up.
Yes, yeah. Adam was very unenthused and definitely thought Jaws was actually probably going to eat us.
Yeah, that was a great. I mean, you're absolutely right, Dave. A lot of people don't realize that the Jaws ride was there before King's Cross.
Yeah,
and that area is where the Jaws ride was. But it was a great ride.
Oh, it really was. It was.
It was a great ride. So we lost a really good one here. That's a neat photo op.
Yeah, it's great. The boys had fun doing the photo ops.
With the ride. Yeah.
So this is me at Islands of Adventure. So Jillian was feeling run down after doing 3 days of Disney, 1 day of Universal, and so me and the boy, and we were at Cabana Bay. So I said, "Okay, we'll go drop you off."
There is a correlation, Jonathan.
that is really funny, Jonathan. I understood that reference.
I did too.
Have a good night, Stacy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we love the Jaws attraction too. I'm wearing my Thing from the Fantastic Four Roosevelt shirt. And I had to throw up the 4 for the Fantastic Four with their cafe. Me and the boys had just ridden the Storm Force Acceleratron, which I think that thing needs seatbelts or something, because that thing, it's not the teacups. It's not the Mad Hatter teacups there in Magic Kingdom. The Storm Force Acceleratron is trying to defeat Magneto for real, with the amount of force that it slings you around in. It spins you around in. I had, Wyatt's on the far side, and I had Wesley, and I remembered from my last time riding this ride with Wyatt, how wild it was. So I put my arm around Wesley.
I remember riding this one.
It slings you around pretty good. So anyway, I clutched onto Wesley and did what I could to put a hand on Wyatt from time to time to make sure he didn't get launched out of the ride vehicle. So anyway, and then on the right here is Balthazar Brat, standee next to the Villain Con attraction. Wyatt, you can't really tell, but Wyatt is holding up a tiny minion, which I should have brought him. But anyway. There's a little tiny blind box minion figure. And this is really cool. And again, big shout out to a team member named Drew, which is kind of funny because that's Gru's brother's name in one of the Despicable Me sequels. But anyway, I think it's Despicable Me 3, actually. But there's a team member named Drew. And so we're right at the end of the night, and we're walking toward the front of the park. We had park hopped from Islands of Adventure back over to Universal Orlando, which I have no pictures of this. But chat, if you weren't here last week, feel free to answer this question. But chat, do you want to guess? Anybody that wasn't in chat last week, take a good guess at what you think my 7 and 3-year-old's favorite ride might have been at Universal that we did. and think
7 and 3.
7 and 3. take a guess what their favorite attraction was,
At Universal.
and feel free to comment and try to guess.
Spring Blossom Fairy.
Anyway, yeah, another twirl and hurl. not quite, not quite. Definitely different sensation for sure.
That's what I do, Tina. That's what I cannot spin in circles. I cannot do it anymore.
But anyway, so it was really cool. I'll finish this other story. Here's Wyatt in front of the little villain con. I should have moved somebody's stroller just a hair to the left a little bit, blocking the shot. But these little minion figures are these little minions of what the little figures that you could get from the little blind box. And Wyatt really wanted the Balthazar Brat minion, and sure enough, that's the little figure he got. Well, anyway, back to my story, and we'll see if anybody tries to guess what the boys' favorite attraction was. It's our second park day. Me and the boys had a lot of fun. And Jillian was able to rest up because, again, she had done 3 days of Disney and a day of Universal, and then another day of Universal. So she was a little bit exhausted. And so she was able to rest at Cabana Bay, and me and the boys took the bus going back. But anyway, it's the end of the night, and we did Villain Con because the boys wanted to, we're walking toward the front of the park. It's at the front of the park. There's probably 5 minutes to go before close as we're kind of passing through Villain Con. And we go into the gift shop, and we have fun. I used my phone to pair up the boys' blasters with their accounts on my phone and the Universal app. So we love doing that. It's really neat. I love, the gamification, and being able to track your score and other little fun things in the Universal app like you can with the Disney Play app. But anyway, we come off of, me and the boys do the Villain Con, and we go into the gift shop. And, mind you, we're about to go on a cruise. The boys have already gotten a few things, a few fun, souvenirs. And Wyatt says, he's like, "Oh, I want to get this other blaster." And I said, let's hold off on the blaster. Let's hold off on the blaster. We're about to go on a Disney cruise. Welcome in, Jennifer. We're about to go on a cruise. You're going to want stuff on the cruise. You already got a blaster. I mean, look at this thing. And so anyway, I said, let's hold off on that. I said, okay, y'all can do something else, but it's got to be small. And so Wyatt decides to get one of these little blind boxes, and he got his little, and he ended up pulling the Balthazar Brat. And Wesley had wanted, before he decided to get his freeze ray, he wanted a little, which Wesley's really good about playing with toys, so he plays with his stuff, and so I don't mind getting him. Wesley, bless him, he loves plushes. I think if he could have every plush in the world, he would have them. He loves plushes. But anyway, he got his freeze ray the first time we passed through there. And so this time, you can never have too many blasters, right? So this time the first time he had decided between this little box of it's got like Gru, 3 minions, and Agnes, little action figures. And so anyway, they had picked these things. Well, a cast member named Drew grabs us, and he says, "Hey, y'all come with me. I'll take you over to the register." And and he takes us over there, and he ends up at first I thought he was just doing like a discount, which was awesome. I told him, I said, "Oh man, you'll have to do that." And anyway, he's talking with the team member that's working the register, and he's talking with us at the same time. So, we're at the end of a second park day, so I'm a little bit tired, trying to keep track. But he's like, "Oh, do y'all like the Minions?" Talking to me and the boys, like, "Oh yeah, we're looking forward to the movie coming out." And and they talked about how much they love the Minions and everything, and we're talking with this team member, and so as we're kind of distracted and talking with him, I thought he was doing just a team member discount, which again I thought would be awesome, but no, and it's also too, like, by the time I realized what he had done, like I'm fumbling with my wallet to pay the remainder on these two little toys, right? So I'm fumbling with my wallet, and he said, and I was like, oh, boys, tell him thank you, and so anyway, I go to pay and finally get my card out and I go to pay, and she said, oh, he covered it. I said, "Oh man!" I I was just so super appreciative. The boys had said thank you, but by the time I realized what he had done, he was gone, like poof, gone.
And that's
and so just super nice. But whenever I thought he was doing the discount, I said, "Oh man, you don't have to do that." But I really appreciate it. He said, I wanted to. He said, I really wanted to. They allow me to, and so I wanted to do it. So anyway, I really appreciated that and thought it was nice that he, essentially pixie dusted us, essentially, and hooked the boys up with these little toys. It was super nice. So anyway, big shout out to Drew for the hookup there, and the boys loved the toys. But you can see the boys, they had their cat in the hat hats, and the thing one and thing two, and then there's them and the Circus McGurkus with the little statue, and them riding the carousel. Let's see here. Looking here, yeah, there's Chloe hanging out with Mom. And we'll have to get her back sometime soon. Sure, she'll be glad to be home.
I'm sure she will.
But back to my question. So the boys, there were some rides we didn't get to, which Wyatt's done some of the other stuff before. But anyway,
our hats are so cute here that you took a picture.
Yeah. I got one of the hats here.
Oh, cool.
But the boys' favorite ride at Universal on this trip was the E.T. adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that don't know, the E.T. adventure is an opening day attraction. And so, I think it's older than me. Last time I looked it up, I want to say the attraction is older than me.
Yeah.
Let's see, E.T. adventure. All right, double check it here. Yeah, June 7th, 1990. So the E.T. attraction's older than I am. The boys loved it. And it's funny because I think Jillian said that. Was that Jillian it's Mom. Yeah, Mom in the chat. Yeah, they loved it, which is really funny because they've never seen the movie before. So this ride, I think
must be corrected as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, it's we'll have to find some sort of TV version or some sort of dubbed version because there's some content that's not appropriate. But for 7 and 3, maybe a little bit older, maybe closer to teenage. But anyway, the boys love the E.T. adventure, and it's funny because Jillian said it's almost like a mix of like Avatar and Peter Pan's Flight, because you get on the ride and you sit on the bikes and it kind of takes you. Everybody's on their bike and you go, you're on this bike on a platform and it takes you, two ETs, through the woods and two ETs home planet. But anyway, it's funny. The Wesley, when we first entered the queue, it's dark in there. They've got the guys dressed up like astronauts, in the suits looking for ET, and all of a sudden the Botanicus, ET's teacher, like pops up and he's got the smoke and the lighting and everything. But Wesley thought the animatronic was really cool, and so we looked at it, and so we ride it the first time, and the boys loved it. But at the end of the ride, ET, well, rewind. At the beginning of the ride, you tell a team member your name, and they punch it in, and they give you a card. Well, you give that card to a team member before you get on the ride, and they scan everybody's cards. So at the end of the ride, ET says goodbye, John, Jennifer, Tina. And so he rattles off a few names of the people that are in the ride vehicle. So the boys thought that was super cool, even though he didn't say their names. So the boys liked it so much, we had to ride it again. So we go back around, ride it again because the wait time was short. This time, ET says, goodbye, Jillian, Wesley, Wyatt, Will. And they loved it. They
Yeah.
were, oh, ET said our name.
Yeah. Very simple tech.
They thought it was awesome. And it was really funny. So we got Wesley. I'll have to bring it next week, but we got Wesley a little ET plush, and he's wearing a little red hoodie. But anyway, it was so funny that the boys loved the ET adventure, and that directly flies in the face of so many re-themes that we keep seeing happen over specifically at Disney, where they talk about, oh, young people can't relate to this, it's old, let's scrap it.
Yeah.
So this directly flies in the face of that argument of saying that, oh, kids can't relate. The attraction's old. Yeah, this attraction's older than I am.
They won't like it.
They ought to put something else there. Replace it with something else. No.
Yeah.
It was my 7 and 3-year-old's favorite ride on this trip. And we rode it twice.
I love that. I totally love that.
We rode it twice, and then the boys really wanted to ride the Hogwarts Express. And so I told them, all right, we'll take the Hogwarts Express. And they said, we want to go back to DreamWorks Land, and we want to ride the ET ride again.
Yeah.
So we did both of those things. And on our trip to the DreamWorks Land, you can see the Shrexel. We got the Shrexel probably within a couple hours of park close. I was worried getting a pretzel late in the day. But I gotta say, and it was so funny because Wyatt loves Paige and Mr. Morrow. He loves Nate. Like he'll fire up YouTube after he gets home from school and watch Nate's videos. And they're a lot of times it's not even anything super recent. Like he'll watch the new stuff when it comes up. But anyway, he loves Paige and Mr. Morrow. And it's funny because I brought that up to Jenna at the Minions Cafe, and she said, "Oh, don't we all?"
Exactly.
So it's really, really fun. But anyway, we got the Shrexel. Wyatt really wanted the Brozone cone that we got, and he really wanted the Shrexel. So we made it happen. We got the Shrexel. And again, I was concerned about this pretzel with it being late in the day. I was like, oh man, is this thing going to be hard as a brick? And it was not. And it was so funny because I gave it to Wyatt and he took the first couple bites. And he said, Paige and Mr. Morrow was right. This does have really good texture. Oh, baby. And it's so Wesley and Wyatt both ate what they wanted off of it, and they dipped. There's a green cheese dipping cup. It's also pretty funny with it, being Shrek. But I'll be darned if I finally got a bite of it, and I was like, man, you know what? They are right. But Wyatt is right. Nate is right. This thing does have really good texture. So anyway. Oh, it was very funny. So big shout out to Paige and Mr. Morrow, Nate. We love you. And Wyatt loves watching your stuff. So anyway, it just cracked me up. Paige and Mr. Morrow was right. This does have really nice texture. Oh, man. Anyway, and he was right.
Expect a 7-year-old to say.
Right. On the left here is the breakfast pizza that I got at Cabana Bay.
I thought that must be a breakfast pizza.
A plus on this breakfast pizza. I when I first got it, I was thinking to myself, it's not that big. I'm sure I'll pick off of whatever Jillian and if Jillian and Wyatt Wesley don't finish what they got, I'll finish up with whatever they don't. Which I think I may have ended up doing that anyway because they didn't have much left. I think Wesley had some waffles that he didn't finish up, so I think I wrapped up the waffles. But this thing was very filling, and it was really good. So
okay, so it had. So I see.
Oh, you got
sausage and egg and cheese. What did it have for sauce? Did it have anything?
Gravy.
Gravy. Oh my goodness, sounds good.
So yeah, this pizza was wonderful. And again, at first glance, I was like, oh, I'm going to eat this thing, and I might still be a little bit hungry, but no, I was pretty full. I only finished off Wesley's waffles because I had to, because I didn't want to waste them. So
you're saying I could make this in the morning?
Yeah. I think there's a couple of guys, or there's a guy that I follow on social media that has made a breakfast pizza like this. So I might have to kick his recipe over to you.
Yeah.
But he cuts his into rectangles because that's what they serve you at school.
Right. There you go.
So anyway, yeah, big time recommend this pizza. It's very good.
Well, good deal.
What else we got here?
Yeah. So, okay, well, that's it.
No, that's it. All righty.
Yeah.
So again, lessons learned on this trip. If you recharge one of your mugs in the park, you will not be able to use that at the Universal Resort if you stay on property. So just keep that in mind. And again, big shout out to the team member that cut a little bit of the cost off of the mug that I got at Cabana Bay. Let me see. Do I have anything cool to show in my pockets? Oh, I did get a magnet from Cabana Bay. I always like to get a magnet and sometimes a pin as well. Here's my Cabana Bay pin. The magnet's on the fridge, but I just love the style, the throwback style of Cabana Bay. Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful resort. And we didn't get out to explore like the pool or anything like that. But we would have loved to have had more time, but it was a park day for us. So, now that we've stayed there, I think we definitely would love to go back at some point, and give it another shot. And then I got this other pin that's really neat. Mom, have I gotten this pin for you before? Do you recall?
Let's see.
It's just a cool Hogwarts pin.
I don't think so.
Silver, but anyway.
I don't think I have. I got that one.
So I got both of these. And again, I love to get pins or magnets or sometimes both for places that we've stayed.
Yeah, they make a great souvenir.
The magnets on the fridge, and I come by honestly because Mom and Dad's fridge is full of magnets from our travels.
That's true. That is true.
But again, huge shout out to the team members on this trip. They were very pleasant to interact with. Seemed happy to be there. Very engaging and very nice, and paid special attention to the boys. And I tell you what, as a parent, that goes a long way. So
absolutely.
Again, big fist bump to the team members on this trip. Yeah, here's a shot from our room of Volcano Bay at nighttime. And again, I'm gonna have to post the short, but look at that view. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's just crazy. You can see on over into over across the road, and wow, that is just amazing. And you were upgraded to that the room with that view, which was really, really
super nice. So
Really
again,
cool.
that the team members took excellent care of us.
Mhm.
Well, I know sometimes it's better be lucky than good. and
Right.
and anyway, it seemed like it's like I told Dad. It seemed like everything on our couple days at Universal on this trip seemed like everything came up aces, and
Yeah.
so just
Yeah.
they took
That's
great care of us,
so great.
and we had a wonderful time.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
moving on, let me see. So next week, I will talk about my first cruise, for my first ever Disney cruise. Also,
Yeah.
Wyatt and Wesley, so 7 and 3. Wyatt and Wesley's first Disney cruise. Jillian went on the
Mhm.
Magic last year, had a blast, wanted to go on one with us, and so I'll talk about my experience on that trip. And real quick, my number one, I guess I guess a little bit of a teaser. My number one bit of feedback for the Wish is beautiful ship. The decor, the attention to detail on this cruise ship. I mean, it's like a work of art on the inside. It really
Mhm.
is. I'll talk more about that next week. But we had a wonderful couple days at Universal Studios. That again, team members, thank you so much for taking excellent care of me and Jillian and the boys. And we very much look forward to coming back.
Well, I'm glad y'all had such a good time. And so, sometimes you have, trips like that where you just, I have told, my uh, one of my best traveling buddy, one of my best friends. It seems like we stumble into better stuff than most people can plan. Yeah.
Right, right.
So God takes care of country girls in the big city, but um, at any rate, yeah, just an amazing trip. I'm so glad that y'all had such a good time, William.
We
You
did.
needed the break.
Yeah.
Everything went well. It was a different kind of trip because y'all did Universal and a cruise as
Yeah.
opposed to just Walt Disney World. So a different
Yeah.
kind of vacation. Nice change.
Yeah.
Nice change of pace. Yeah. Um, yeah. So cool. Yeah, it really does, Pam. Yeah, it sounds like you had a VIP trip.
They did. Yeah.
Such good care of you. So
Yeah. They
um,
really did.
yeah, just really cool. So next week you're going to tell us about that.
Yeah.
Any other things as far as do you have any other suggestions? You said you did rent a stroller the second
Yeah.
day.
The second day, the first day, I was trying to save a buck.
Yeah.
for full transparency, because the daggone strollers. That's one other thing with the strollers. Online, it will tell you they are $35 for the day. That's too much.
Yes, it is.
I think at Disney it's like
Yeah.
like 15 or something.
Mhm.
So the other okay, more stroller information, probably more than anybody cares to know, but more stroller information. You get a stroller at the front of the park. Okay, that you get the stroller there, you drop it off there. If you got to lug kids or whatever junk you buy back to your vehicle or back to the bus stop to go back to Universal Resort, you have no stroller.
And
So
you can't take the stroller onto the city walk
yes,
either,
correct.
which is big,
So
which
that
is kind of Universal's answer to Disney
Disney
Springs.
Springs, essentially, yeah, or downtown Disney at Disneyland. But yeah. So anyway, if you're banking on having a stroller, taking that stroller back through City Walk, you cannot do that. So anyway, it's online. It says it's $35 if you search it. It was $40 at Islands of Adventure.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And so anyway, at which point
merch card.
at that point, I went back to, in my mind, thinking, man, I really should have just brought that umbrella. I should have brought that umbrella stroller, that little cheap Walmart, Mickey Mouse umbrella stroller that's like $12 or something.
Right, right.
That I have in the storage building.
Very
I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
And what's funny is I loaded up the car, and I was thinking to myself, man, we got some room. Like, I was like, I was thinking, man, we could fit some more things in here, and we got a decent amount of merch, and we still had room. And so I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, I should have just brought the umbrella stroller. We had plenty of room.
Well, and umbrella strollers are great. I mean, especially as grandparents, we're not going to spend $500 on a stroller.
No.
We have a little umbrella stroller that we bought when Kylie was little. It was $19, y'all. And we have used it for every grandkid. It's lightweight, folds easily. Yeah, they're just great. They work really well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I carried Wesley, and he walked the first day, and the second day, both boys were glad to have the stroller. Oh, Tina says, yeah, you can't get a scooter either. We had to roll Chuck in a wheelchair. Yeah. Not fun. Tina, could you have used the merch card to rent the stroller? I do not know. I might have been able to. Let's say, what is this? Not so great.
Yeah, and Jennifer, exactly. I mean, very good and well
right.
that an umbrella stroller is not $40.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could have gotten. Yeah, Jennifer, it's so good to see you. By the way, everybody, I'm so glad you're still here. Jennifer Caruso was in Paris at the same time William and Jillian were in Orlando. Please check out her channel if Jennifer or somebody wants to go ahead and share her information, the link to her channel.
So
Disneyland Paris. Wow. Yeah.
So strollers at Walt Disney World. This is per their website. Daily, $15. Multi-day, $13. $100 deposit is required for strollers rented at Disney Springs. So heads up there. Double stroller at Walt Disney World. Daily, $31. Multi-day for the length of the stay, $27. So, yeah, $40 stiff.
Yeah. Definitely. Now there are a lot of off property places.
Yeah. You can do Kingdom strollers. I think Jillian said that Kingdom strollers would have delivered a stroller to our resort had we done it, but we were like, you know what? We'll try to make do. But in hindsight, we might have should have done it. So anyway, stroller. Any other tips? I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed the food that I had there. Your team members were great. I already mentioned that. Oh, one thing Jillian mentioned. She said, I don't know how they do it, but all of their bathrooms smell really good at Universal on this trip. She said that's one thing that mentally, especially having come off of 3 days at Disney. She said, their bathrooms smell better than Disney's, and they're cleaner than Disney's. So I don't know if it's just a timing thing or what, but Jillian had just come off of 3 park days at Disney and straight over to Universal, and that was one thing that she called out, and because it was probably fresh on the mind, she said I never went into a dirty bathroom. And she said, and they all smelled good. So that's
I mean, let's face it, guys. In recent years, Disney has slipped a good bit on
a little bit, on
trash,
custodial,
general maintenance into the rides and everything. Now they picked up the pace a little bit, a couple of years ago to try and catch up. But they had let so much of it slide that in my opinion, they're still not there. So and the maintenance, the maintenance just has to be something that is ongoing in the park. It really does, to stay on top of it. I get that, but Disney used to be a lot better at it than what they are now.
For sure. In other custodial related news, just because somehow this is a good segue, there are like, I think, solar trash compactors at Epcot now.
Really?
They've rolled out several more of those. So, I've seen those elsewhere. But yeah, I think you pull the handle down, and a bunch of people made a lot of funny jokes about them updating the dining tables at Epcot. The trash can tables. That's something else that they've done. And they look a little bulkier. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Neat. I guess Lorcana.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do Lorcana. Now I finished up the last booster box that I had, and did actually pull an enchanted from that booster box. So it was a good one. And William got me this booster box for Mother's Day. This is Winter Spell. This is set number 11 in the series, and I'm going to open this. It features Pocahontas and Stitch, obviously, pretty heavily. So I'm going to crack this.
Here's where I would put my enchanted if I had one.
I understood that reference.
Yeah. Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, that's. I have not. We've opened a lot of packs, and Mom has pulled 2 enchanteds. Which now which used to be the highest rarity. Now the highest rarity is iconic. But and also too, I think the newest set is called Wilds Unknown, and they rolled out Toy Story and The Incredibles, and I think Brave and Wilds Unknown. So they've added Pixar to Lorcana. The Buzz Iconic card is up to like $800.
Oh, wow.
That thing, which I might be behind on that, but
okay.
Anyway,
did they start the iconic? Okay, could this one have an iconic, or did they start it?
I think with Fable.
Fable, okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been okay. So it could have an iconic, because Fabled was set 9.
Yeah. So in that one, it's Moana or Pocahontas.
Yes. Let's see. So
and this one's the Mickey and Minnie. So yeah, if the Mickey iconics are worth over like $1,200 or something. It's insane.
Yes, I would hope so.
So, anyway, here's Fabled pack. It's got Powerline, Max, and Goofy from a Goofy movie. Let's see if I can get anything good here. Alrighty, and I've got just a handful of packs left in this booster box. So here's Pluto, Playful Pooch, and because that Mickey card, the Mickey iconic, is selling for so much money, it is very hard to find packs of Fabled now. Next up is Sergeant Tibbs, Courageous Cat, then Make the Potion, action card with the Evil Queen. Next up is Prince Naveen. What's that? Penniless Royal. Princess the Frog. Now, Winnie the Pooh, the Honey Wizard. Love this card. It's a lot of fun. It's a really neat playmat, too. Next up is Anna, Braving the Storm. And Elsa. Hey, we got both sisters. Snow Queen. It's also a really pretty artwork. Oh, little spoiler there. We have Belle, inventive engineer. And then Hercules. Who puts a Glad and Gladiator? Hercules. Focus. There we go. Beloved hero. Next up could be a rare. We have the Dinner Bell, Great
Okay.
Mouse Detective, Radigan. Next up, another rare Anna, which is the what's that? True Hearted, and then finally, drum roll, we have a regular common foil Aurora,
Oh,
Princess.
oh, I love my
Pretty-
favorite princess.
And then there's the power line.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, just a regular common. So the bar is as low as it can possibly be.
Very nice. Very nice.
See what
Okay.
you get, Mom.
All right, here's the booster box. Let me open this and see. We've got, okay. So we've got, which pack do I open? We've got Darkwing Duck. And then we've got Stitch's girlfriend, and I can't remember
Angel.
her name right now.
Angel.
Angel. And then Tinkerbell. Let's see. So I've got Stitch, Darkwing Duck. Oh, this is exciting to have Darkwing Duck, y'all.
Yeah. Let's get dangerous.
Okay, Darkwing. Pam, I was hoping you'd say that. Yeah. So there are the options. This is exciting because I haven't opened anything from Winter Spell. So we're going to open
The whole new world.
Darkwing Duck. Okay, first pack of this box. Okay, yeah, Tina, Pam beat you to it with Darkwing Duck. Yeah, that would have been good to do. Okay, this is exciting because, as I said, I haven't opened. I don't know anything about this set as far as the artwork. So here is Aladdin.
Cool.
It's a nice one there, Aladdin, and then Pumbaa in the amber.
Neat.
And then we have Lumpy. 6 lore there.
Oh my.
Yeah. And 5 lore with Kanga. That's a neat one for Kanga.
Oh, that's strength. The lore, that looks like 2 lore. That's strength, I think, on the 5 there. They got the 2 lore down there in the bottom.
Okay, so this one is
Or it's defense, I think.
strength,
Defense,
six strength. And then I guess it's 5.
Yeah.
And then let's say Unstitch. That's a funny one of Stitch. There's Lilo in the background there. Still in the commons, Mega Duck. Here's our first. There's my first card from Darkwing Duck.
Ooh.
So that one's fun. Oh, here's one I love, guys. Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket. And the Sapphire. Love that one. Then the Frozen Vine. That one's
wow.
first uncommon. And then, I'm loving this set already. I'm loving this set already. Copper, y'all.
Oh, Nate.
Copper. How precious is uncommon. And then we have a rare Juma. Let's see. Jukiba?
Yep. Jumba.
That's a fun one from Stitch. And then, oh my goodness, y'all, I have a super rare Nani's Payback.
Oh, cool.
So that's a neat one. And then in the last slot, I have a common foil Li Shang.
All right.
Okay, and that one is fantastic because y'all know how much I love Donny Osmond. And Donny Osmond was the singing voice for Li Shang.
Jonathan actually got that question. I think Pete asked him that question on during his interview, and I popped in and knew the answer. It was like right after I joined the chat. I
Yeah.
was like, I know the answer to that one.
Yeah. Neat. Yeah, I love that. Oh man. Yeah, okay. I am loving this pack. I'm loving this pack. Now, I have no idea what the puzzle is supposed to look like, but there's a piece of it, whatever
There
it's supposed to look like. So there's that. Okay. Wow. I can already tell I'm gonna love this pack. Now this is interesting. On the back of the puzzle piece, there's a like a collage.
little ad for their puzzles that they sell.
Yeah. So okay, well, okay, and I even got a my first Darkwing Duck card. So, and I guess I won with that super rare.
I think so. Yep. Yeah, because I just got two regular rares in the common. So I think you got me.
I got a super rare. That the Nani's payback was a super rare.
Nice.
So I'm excited about this pack, y'all. That is so cool. And especially that foil Lee Shang.
That's neat.
That's perfect for me. Perfect. So excellent start. I have a really good feeling about this box. I have an excellent feeling about this box. This box, I know, contains another enchanted and possibly an epic. I know it does. I can feel it. Yeah.
Iconic.
An iconic. Yeah, iconic. So yeah, we've never pulled an iconic. So
no, we have not. I'm hoping that one of these last packs, I have 5 packs left of Fabled. I'm hoping one of these has an iconic in it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if I could just skip right over pulling my first enchanted and just go straight to pulling.
Wow, that would be
pulling an iconic.
That would be amazing. Does Wesley's plushie look anything like this?
It does. Oh, did he leave ET?
No, this is mine.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, good. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure ET is in his bed. So
this one is,
you had me worried though, because if it's I was concerned because if anybody knows that they're missing a plush, it would be Wesley.
And exactly, he would know, especially ET. But this one has it could be a keychain or whatever.
Okay.
And
Wesley's is bigger than that, and it's not the keychain, but it looks just like that.
I had to have, I just had to have ET. So, and I hung him, if you recall, on our Christmas tree this past year.
I remember that. Yeah.
He hung on our Christmas tree, and I love him. So he's there's ET. He's really cool. So I had to have him. I got him along with several other pieces of the 50th anniversary Jaws merch, which I'm sorry to say was down to practically nothing by the time I actually made it to the park. But anyway, I got a couple pieces. I got a pen and I can't remember what else. But anyway, so there was that. And I guess that's it. So I am excited about this winter spell. Box, William. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
For Mother's Day. That was really thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Y'all, we hit 999 videos on our channel, and then of course immediately hit 1,000 uploads to the channel, and we're excited about that. I think this episode of Hitchhiker Chat would be 1001. So we're there. I did a couple of more personal videos, just because that's why they call it YouTube. This past week, our Pleasant Grove Hawks High School
baseball team, of which Adam is an alum.
Yeah.
At the school. Won state, y'all.
Pretty awesome.
They won a 4A state championship. They played it at Dale Diamond Park, and they brought home the state championship trophy. And I videoed, live streamed the send off as we sent them off from the school, headed to the state championship game, and then also the welcome home that we did for them. It was really a lot of fun. I did that mostly for parents and grandparents and friends who weren't able to be there, but it was a ton of fun. We're so proud of our boys, and congratulations to our Pleasant Grove Hawks baseball team. So those are two videos on the channel that y'all. I thank you if you came in, to Ghost Host moderators and people who just popped into those and watched, because those were just more personal videos that I wanted to do for the local crowd, all the Hawks in Pleasant Grove. But it was a ton of fun. We're really, really proud of them. That's just really cool. And next week, of course, William is going to recap his family trip, Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Award Your Wish. And I'm really looking forward to seeing pictures and hearing about that. Oh, thanks, Chuck. Chuck said congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck.
Thanks. Oh, Jonathan said if he ever loses the plushies, just tell him ET went home. We could do that. And I think that's all I have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else sitting around? Tina, I bet you have. Bless your heart. Tina says she's pretty sure she's watched all 1001.
Thanks, Tina. We appreciate your support.
Bless you, Tina. Tina watches a lot of YouTube, y'all. Bless your heart.
I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
Thanks to our panel members. We appreciate that extra bit of support, and also thank you to our Ghost Host moderators. Thank you for keeping the chat family friendly. We appreciate your support and encouragement, and just it means the world to us that you spend time with us and help us keep the chat family friendly. Thanks to everybody that's here, whether you're ghost watching, you just got us on the background. Everybody's got stuff going on. But hope everybody's doing well. And thanks to everybody watching the replay. Again, if you ever watch on the replay, leave a comment on the video. Let us know you're watching, so we can thank you for being here and thank you for your support. Big shout out to Lisa, Keith, and Joey, the captains of our team replay. Check them out if you haven't already. Lots of wonderful channels represented.
It's Joey's World.
It's Joey's World. Lisa, Keith, and Joey. And I want to say maybe Jonathan had said that Jennifer Caruso is going to be going live tomorrow. So
yes,
want to check out her channel.
Yes, and somebody put a link in the
lots of wonderful channels represented in our chat. And so check out theliveplace.com. It's basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. Big shout out to Dean, who maintains theliveplace.com. If you haven't already, check out Dean's YouTube channels, Dreamers Empire and theliveplace.com. And if you're a YouTube creator and you want to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's basically it's a great tool for tracking viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags, and other channel data that help you grow your channel. Basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, it's discounted. Use our link in the description of the video. We'll both get a free month. Speaking of free or complimentary, Stickermule. If you're interested in buttons, magnets, stickers, keychains, etc., check out Stickermule. They've got good quality, low cost promotional items. Use the description and the link below. We'll both get $10 credit for a future order. Big shout out to anybody that's ever used our links for stuff. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We have other Epcot Festival related news. We are in between festivals, I believe. Isn't that right? So
we are in between festivals, but
so surprisingly, used to, I felt like we almost moved directly from one, almost moved directly from one to the next.
right, and they're skipping Food and Wine does not start until August the 27th. So
yeah, so
we've got a pretty good gap there over the summer.
But again, thanks everybody for being here. We go live every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m. Central, 10:00 Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. If you haven't already, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell on this video so you get notifications when we go live or drop new videos. I'll be looking to roll out some shorts here pretty soon from our Universal trip. And if you haven't already, check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you want to reach out to us directly, you can always send us a direct message on Instagram or email us directly at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. Run through roll call for tonight. If I missed you, I apologize. Try to do the best I can to keep track of everything while we're streaming and while we're talking. But thank you to Aunt Joy and Aunt Susan, Dean the Turkey Lecture, BDF, Tina McNeil, Surfer Girl 326, Joseph Dion, Spring Blossom Fairy, Pam's Fam, Jason Thibodeau, Jane in Travels, Tony O'Tower, Kadani Sean, Najuma Brown, Spencer Walker, Jillian Bone, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Don the Hitchhiking Bones in the chat and on the screen, Stacy Rogers, Adventure by D, and Jennifer Caruso. And if I missed you, I apologize. Again, I try to do my best to keep track of the chat and also interact with you on screen as well. So if I missed you, I apologize. Let me know if I missed you, and I'll thank you. I'll try to thank you properly for being here. And actually, hold on a second. Okay, good. Oh, don't wait. Did I miss Jonathan? I think I missed Jonathan. I think I'm gonna miss Jonathan. Jonathan's here. Jonathan Chung. Again, we gave you a shout out earlier on in the video, Jonathan, for you being on Pete McDevitt's channel. In your interview there.
Shout out so much. That was very
kind of you. And also we can't thank you enough, Jonathan, for shouting us out on as one of the 3 channels you'd like to highlight there on Pete's channel during your interview on Sunday. It means a lot to us. Like Mom said earlier, I don't know if you're in the stream yet at that point. You might have been in ghost mode, but you've been a long-term supporter of our channel, and we really do appreciate the work that you do as a moderator for us, and just hanging out and engaging with us in the chat. And your kind words just meant a whole lot to us.
Absolutely.
So thanks again for shouting us out on Pete McDevitt's the Pete McDevitt Show channel.
Yeah, lots of great creators, y'all, and we just can't tell you how much we appreciate all of you. Just some fantastic people, and we're just happy to be affiliated with you.
Yeah, that's been one of the the coolest things ever since Mom said, "Hey, why don't we do a YouTube channel?" That's it's not even close. That's been the coolest part of doing this. It's just the relationships that we've made with y'all, and meeting some of you in person. I mean, pretty, and also too. I mean, it's crazy how it's just. When you finally meet somebody, in person that you've interacted with over YouTube, it's like, it's like you've already known them because you have.
Right. You already know each other.
It's really neat.
It's really cool.
Debbie Burnfield had mentioned, as Jonathan was talking about our channel, how glad she was to have had the chance to meet you, Mom. In person, and said she'd like to meet us both sometime. And I said, I would love that. So
well, Pete's already set his holiday hangout for December.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get away for the weekend and do Magical Night of Hope and Pete's holiday hangout.
That would be fun.
Maybe a 4-day
I have a little bit of
trip.
I have a little bit of time off left. I went in and I do time off math from time to time at work. And I did my calculations on my time off through the end of the year. So I have, after our spring break trip to Disney and the trip that we just took to, Universal / Disney cruise, between now and the end of the year, I will accrue some more time off that I'll have to take to get under my ceiling that I can carry hours into the next year. But anyway, all that stuff's not that interesting. But it would be really cool if we could pull that off. So again, thanks everybody.
Because and you probably get to meet Elena and Wayne because they, they timed their trips to Disney around Magical Night of Hope for that reason, because there's so many.
Aloha to Elena and Wayne.
Yes. Aloha, Elena.
It's been a minute. I see them chat every now and then on Instagram.
Yeah, Elena works a lot.
I know.
But yeah, we really adore Elena and Wayne. They're just good people. So yeah.
All right, but thanks everybody for being here. Again, we had a great time on our couple days at Universal. Wyatt.
I did.
Wyatt, before we got on the Disney cruise, he had said, "Oh, I don't want to leave." Talking about Universal. Oh, that's the last thing. We did not stay for the sensational. I thought the boys would be done. It was at the end of the night. We had back-to-back park days. And so we did not stay for the sensational show at the end of the night at Universal Orlando, but we did catch it from a distance because we turned the stroller in.
Oh.
And I turned around and I saw the drones, and it was really funny because Wyatt's older than Wesley, but we saw the drones and Wesley got really excited about the drones. And they make really cool shapes in the sky.
Oh yeah.
And so we finished off our Shrexel. We sat down like on this little concrete planter bench thing there next to the stroller return. We sat down and we just waited for, we could kind of hear the music from a distance, and then we just waited for drone things to pop up in the sky. And they made some really cool shapes. In hindsight, we probably should have just walked back over there and done the show. But the boys thought the drones making all the cool shapes was the coolest thing. So definitely something we'll have to do. In the future.
They are neat. Good deal. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being here. We love you guys. Appreciate you so much, and hope that you have a fantastic week. Keith, have a great birthday. Tomorrow, enjoy your birthday, and again, if you have not watched any of Jennifer's live streams, videos, vlogs, shorts from the parks or from Disneyland Paris, be sure and do that. And I'm still on Team Replay for a lot of them. I've had a lot going on, so I've kind of been in and out lately, but definitely do that. I still have one of her park days there at Disneyland Paris that I want to watch because that just looks like tons of fun. And I hope to do that in the not too distant future, is to do Disneyland Paris. So take care, everybody. We love you guys.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Have a great week, y'all. See you real soon. Looking forward to talking about the Disney cruise next week on The Wish.
At the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a fantastic week. Oh, the places you'll go. Good night, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for being here.